Hello, I'm Tulip and this is my doll garden. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to unbox, review, and take it to the pool to test it on the water. It's very exciting if you live on the dream house, and more so if you have the dream boat. This Barbie Dream Boat came out in 2022. Yes, it came out a while ago, but it's new to me. This is a very big box, and it says that comes with 20 pieces, and it has 6 play areas to inspire playtime. This is a really cute picture. It has a deck. Here's the boat, and it has a slide and a little pool. Ever since I've seen this boat, I've always wanted to have it. And one of the things is that it has always intrigued me is, will this float in actual water? But right here on the box says dolls not included. Big and small boat are not floatable. But that is not gonna stop me from taking this boat out on the pool and try it out. On the back of the box, shows the 6 play areas: a bathroom, a kitchen, sun deck, bedroom, living room, and pool and slide. And we'll be looking at each and every one of these more in detail once we open this box. And here's a picture with little Chelsea, all the accessories, and Barbie here on the side. So let's open up this box and see what's inside. So this is everything that comes inside the big box. This is the slide. This is about 22 inches long. Then the top part with the steering wheel, and the boat itself with all of these pieces. So let's get everything out of the boxes so we can see better. Here's the boat. It comes with this very cute sheet of stickers, some windows, stickers for the stove, etc. And this goes on the side of the boat. Instruction booklet and the boat itself. It comes with these 2 plastic arches, which they fit here on the sides and will provide the stability and the shape of the boat. The one that has this part goes in the front, and this one will snap here in the back. Make sure that these teeth are facing out. Now here's this part. This will be placed here on the top. This part will just snap in place with this steering wheel facing forward. All the accessories come in these bags. I'm gonna open it, put it on the boat, and show you how it looks. All right, so here's the dream boat all set up. Now we're gonna look in detail all the 6 play areas. All right, so play area number 1 is the bathroom. It's on this corner. It has a shower head that you can rotate, a sink, a mirror, and a shelf with toothpaste and other toiletries. And you can't really see it, but there's a brush just molded onto the plastic. And here in the bathroom is a little toothpaste, or maybe it's a tube of lotion or something. Either way, goes in the bathroom. But that is the bathroom on the side. And if you fold the mirror, you can fold the bathroom like so, and you are on the kitchen. Here's the stove top, cutting board, and this is a molded on sink. Very cute. The kitchen has this frying pan with something cooking in it that goes right there to allow our dollies to cook something for themselves. Underneath is the oven. That's one of the stickers that you put on the oven that marks the temperature, and the oven itself with another sticker, and it looks like they're baking cookies. On this side is the bed that if you fold it up, you can see that it has some steps to go up the deck. But at night, you can fold this down and this turns into a bed. I want to use this little pillow. I'm using that pillow to illustrate the bed. The little pillow does not come on the set. And then our dollies can rest and take a siesta after a long day of swimming in the ocean. Very cute. The next part is the living room, and it comes with this super nice, very 80s boombox where the dollies can sit down and enjoy an afternoon relaxing on their couch while watching television or listening to music. Now, this is the deck. I set the rails up, and it comes with this table. The miniatures included are this cup, 2 plates with forks, and another plate with a sticker with fruit. All these pieces have a peg so they can snap on the table and stay there. This is so cute. The playset includes this adorable miniature tiny little puppy with this little dish and the little bone. That is so cute. Also included is this snorkel mask and some really cute flippers. This is also not included in this playset. These are the dolls that come in the Barbie Mermaid Power Speedboat that I reviewed recently. If you would like to see the video where I unbox and review that speedboat, I will leave a link in the description below. But I thought that they were perfect since they are dressed in their bathing suits and they are very appropriate for this review. Included in the set is this super adorable little dolphin. And of course, a little towel to dry you up with dolphin print. The top portion can be separated, and it could also double as a speedboat. The deck portion comes off, and when you flip it around, it becomes a little pool. The slide snaps here on the top, and it follows onto the little pool. It comes with this floating ring that when not in use, you can just hang on the side of the boat. Notice that I didn't put the window stickers. I'll do that next time. And that is the Barbie Dream Boat. Alright, so this is the Barbie Dream Boat. We're gonna sit it on the pool and see if it floats. Hopefully it doesn't go like the Titanic.
Yeah, it's going like the Titanic.
You cannot let it go.
It filled up immediately.
Oh no. And I think it's because it has this hole in the bottom that fills up completely. So maybe if I cover this up with something, the water will not go in. That is the Barbie Dream Boat. If the boat floated, then it would look like that. Very, very nice, very cute. But unfortunately, it does not. Now, another thing that I want to test is this is removable and it plays as a boat itself. So let's see if I put this in the water. Will it float? So the box says that this speedboat will not float. So let's put it on the water and see. Now, oh, okay.
This one, for the most part, does.
Now, the dollies cannot sit properly because they don't bend properly, and also the seats are not adequate, but they're floating. Let's see, give them a push.
I think that's a combination between just being one solid piece of plastic and the air trapped in the niches underneath.
All right, so this part floats even with the weight of the dollies on top of it. So this is good. All right. But the boat itself was a no-go.
Okay, here we have the Barbie Dream Boat. So we're going to disassemble it now. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out these 6 screws, and so we can take this out and get to the bottom where this big hole is, and we're going to seal it up from the inside. So the first step is taking the screws out. So maybe once I get the screws out, then we'll come back and we'll show you what it looks like once it's apart. Okay. Almost got it apart. We're fighting a little bit with the front part of this. Alright, to waterproof the boat, hopefully, we have a few supplies here. Scissors for whatever cutting we need. We got 2 Crafter Square acrylic boards, 5x7 each at the dollar store, $1.25 each. Of course, we'll take the cover off, but these should seal it pretty good. I don't need to do any cutting on these, because they fit the bottom of the boat perfectly. They'll just go fit right across here. I have pink duct tape here that can be found in any Home Depot or whatever like that. That's to tentatively put on the bottom of the boat just for cosmetic purposes, just to make it look nicer. And then to seal it all in, I have this ultra clear DAP flexible all-purpose waterproof sealant, which what I'll do is I'll put that in all around the edge, and then I'll put these on top of it. You can see how it kind of overlaps a little bit around the edges, so that it seals this all the way around to the boat, and once it dries, if it works out, it should be completely waterproof. And in addition, I'll put there's all these little holes all throughout the boat too that serve no purpose other than just water leaks. I'll seal those with the same thing as well. And then once it's all dry, which is 24 to 48 hours for it fully to be sealed, we'll put it together and we'll test it.
And hopefully it floats.
Yeah, hopefully it floats and doesn't be like the Titanic and sink to the bottom. Okay, I've got the acrylics down. You can see where I've got the clear caulk all the way around, so it's acting as a seal from the outside, so it looks clean from the inside. I've got this crack here where they're connected, so I'm going to put some acrylic over it, and kind of spread it so it seals this crack, and hopefully that should make it completely watertight. And in a matter of just letting it dry. Okay, we're back. As you can see, I've used that clear silicone. I put it all around the edges, all these little tiny holes. I also filled in all around. I put a thing across the seam where the two plates were connected. And then on the very bottom, I also went around the very edge, all the way around, to make sure that there's a good tight seam and that's all sealed. So you can see where I also put some on the bottom of the holes over here too. It's just shiny, so it's kind of obvious. So the next step is to put this together and test it out.
The duct tape.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. Alright, so on, as you saw the first time, one of the supplies we have is the pink duct tape here. Still sealed. We ended up not using after all, because I ended up, since we sealed the holes, decided not to use it and just leave it as is, so that way also it looks nicer like this too.
Those are not included in this playset, but I think they make fabulous companions. And I want to say that these molded on bathing suits are perfect for this occasion, because children don't have to worry about losing any little pieces from their bathing suits and things like that. They can just enjoy themselves with this playset and these perfect Barbie companions. When children are playing near the water, please exercise precaution. After playing in the water, the dolly can come up here and take a shower. Isn't that cute? And when she's done with that, she can prepare a meal right here in the kitchen. Alright, so now we're gonna try with the Barbie. Oh, okay. That was fun. But she can still enjoy herself in this tiny, tiny swimming pool. Maybe with a little child and this super cute dolphin. Okay, we're gonna put it on the water and see if it floats. Alright, it's going very nice.
It's floating. So it's watertight.
And the Dream Boat is floating. Now, one thing that is important to notice is that it's necessary for the dolls to be balanced. So you can't have...
Now the weight's got to be distributed.
Right, you can't have them both sitting on the same side. So if you have two dolls, they have to each sit on each side, because the boat is very precariously floating.
And top heavy.
And top heavy. So there they go. I think you can enjoy these. I think the Dream Boat floats, and this is a successful mission. Now we're going to try to remove the top and see if it does something better. So carefully removing these. And remember that these is also like a little boat, if you will. So that one will float with no problems whatsoever.
You can see without the top on it, the waterline went down. So that in itself is putting a lot of weight on it. So now it floats even better.
So I think we can call this a successful mission.
Oh, I say it's a raving success.
I think it's still delicate, so you have to be careful. You can play and enjoy, of course, but keeping in mind that this was not the original design exactly. So this was never designed to float, but now it's floating. Maybe we take more weight off, take the little swimming pool out. And now these girls can enjoy their boat ride even better.
Maybe now with all the weight off, we can experiment and see if both dolls will fit on one side.
Let's give it a push and see how it does as far as floating with a little bit of a push. Go ahead, go.
In the way.
And there it goes.
Goes pretty good.
Very nice. Very nice. I like it.
Okay, we put the dolls both on the same side. Without the top makes a big difference, but it is leaning to the side a little bit. So just a little bit of the water does go in, but it's still overall floating very well because it is watertight underneath. So I still call it a raving success considering the big hole Mattel deliberately put in the bottom just so it would not float. Okay, what we're noticing is a very little bit of water is still getting in, and I'm suspecting it's through the crack here. So what I'll probably do is using the same clear silicone that I used for the bottom. I'll put just a nice sealant around the edges there, and that should completely waterproof the entire bottom.
One important thing to notice is that these miniatures, these little drinks and plates, they all have the pegs that go onto the table. In this occasion, I think is very important because as the boat moves about and floats away, you will not lose these little miniatures, and they will not fall off the table. So that's a good thing.
And one thing to keep in mind, if it's like a little fun project you want to do for yourself, when you put it in the pool or whatever water, with the extra top part, it is very top heavy. So with it like this, it doesn't matter the Barbie placement or nothing, it floats really great. With the top, you got to keep in mind weight distribution because it will start slowly tilting to one side or the other.
The set comes with a snorkel, mask, and those super cute blue flippers. So she's going to show us how to use it.
Put it on,
there you go. Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. And I will continue to review playsets that are not mainstream. And I hope you really enjoyed this content and this video. And if you did, please give it a like and leave me a comment. Tell me, what was your favorite part? Are you buying these playsets? I want to know. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.